All right, on number 24 here, you'll see that you're not given any roots, but you're asked to factor. So how would you do that? How do you start? We can't, it's not a quadratic, so you can't just put it in the box and diamond problem. So what do you do? Well, here's my suggestion. Go into your calculator and plug this into one of your equations. y equals, y equals this, and then look in your table. So pause the video and do that and then come back. All right, so what I hope you see is that one of the zeros must be a -3 because in the table you have -3, 0. So if one of the zeros is -3, the root's -3, then we know that x plus 3 must divide evenly into this equation. So let's do that now. So we have x times x squared is x cubed. X squared times 3 is 3x squared. Oh, good. We have a situation where we get a 0 plus 2x. And I can also bring down the plus 6 here. So now we have to ask ourselves, x times what equals 2x? Well, that's 2. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 3 is 6. When we subtract, we get a 0. That means we can rewrite this equation as the quantity x plus 3 times the quantity x squared plus 2 equals 0. Now, this is an all right way to write it, and you could be kind of done here. However, what is this about? What is the x-intercept that's created there? Well, we know that this creates an x-intercept of -3 because when we plug -3 in for x, it makes this 0. So if we look at this, let's see, when does this equal 0? Well, x squared plus 2 equals 0. Let's see. We subtract 2 from both sides, and we get x squared equals -2. Square rooting, we get x equals positive and negative square root 2i. So that means that we could rewrite it this way. X plus 3, that quantity, times the quantity x minus square root 2i times the quantity x plus square root 2i equals 0. And again, so we have an irrational complex number, which is just fine in our equation there. And that is another kind of extension of the factoring problems that we've seen. Ask some questions if it doesn't make sense. That would be an A, B level problem. Probably would only